Hello there, and welcome back to All the Mods 9. I hope you're having a wonderful day. He's doing a good job building up the hospital back there for me, so hopefully I won't have to worry about sick colonists anymore. But yeah, I've got an idea for today. We are constantly out of ender pearls, which is annoying, especially since I want to start setting up my my Stargate Command base all the way out there in the mountains. And getting back and forth between here and there is not fun. So I want to make some waystones or warp plates. So we're going to see about making some Enderman seeds. These do require soul jars, so I'm going to need to craft up those. Anyway, so we're going to see about crafting some of these seeds. But in order to do that, we need to make a Palademix crystal, which is going to require prosperity shards and Palademix essence. Then we're going to need to make a Tetrium crystal. And then we're going to need to make some Inferium, which requires Tridentium and Prudentium and Inferium. So yeah, it's a bit of a rabbit hole. So I was just down in the caves and I was mining up a little more Inferium, but mostly I was looking for more prosperity shards since I was out. And doing so, I really appreciate these digger claws. Sure, they only give you a mining speed of like a stone or maybe an unenchanted iron pickaxe, but you can, using Tilda, don't matter which mod this is, but using Tilda, you can vein mine essentially 64 blocks at a time. And if you're just digging up stone and cobbled deep slate, no point in wasting durability on a pick. So yeah, they're useful. All right, so while he's working on that, I'm going to go over here and we're going to see about walking into a wall, about making the next tier crystal. I think I can use my crystal, even though it's already has one durability used. Let's have more than one. One durability's been used. All right, so we want this. No, we're going to need a fresh crystal. Okay. Which means we need to take all these out. Might as well take all those out. And let's take these out too while we're at it. All right, so we need, let's start with one. We're probably gonna need more than one. Craft that. And one of those. And now I have to be careful because when I'm making the Prudentium, I need to make sure I don't use that other crystal I just made. In fact, let's stick it in there so I don't accidentally use it crafting. So we're going to need to make... Oh, you know what? We might not have had to have done that. It probably doesn't autofill. Okay. Well then let's do this. We need 4 of those. Yeah, okay, we can just straight upgrade. Oh, and it restores the durability use. Or it just crafts a new one and doesn't... Okay, I thought it was going to use this crystal. In fact, it just creates a new one. Well, that's even better. Okay, so next we need this, which means we need Tetrium, which means we need 4 Prudentium each, which means we're going to need a lot. And that's the 4 we need to make these 4 for the next. Yeah. How much do we have left? Okay, we still have plenty of that. So now to make the Inferium, we need 16 Tetrium, which means... Yeah, see, this is how it becomes a rabbit hole. I think that's all we need. Soul-ium seeds, which is prosperity seeds with Soul-ium dust. And Soul-ium dust we get from Soul-ium ore, which I haven't seen yet. Okay, so I'm gonna go to go search for some Soul-ium ore. But then we will have everything but the soul jars. Ah, here we go. Here's the soul jar recipe. 3 soul glass and a Soul-ium ingot. Okay, so we're going to need a lot of Soul-ium. All right, so that's my next task. I'm going to look for Soul-ium. Meanwhile, we got our Inferium done. We've got our crystals done. We will need to make Inferium farmland. Okay, so that's another Inferium we're going to make. That can wait. Well, you know, if you're wondering where you might find something like, oh, I don't know, Soul-ium, you should probably check the book. Yeah. Okay, so you need Soul-ium to make, well, Soul-ium daggers, soul jars, or for any mob seeds in general. And, well, where do you find it? The Nether. Yep, that would have probably been fairly obvious based on the name Soul-ium. Where exactly in the Nether, though? Well, wherever you see this soul stone, as you can see, there's literally Soul-ium, or right outside my Nether portal. It's all over the place, honestly. Something got... Anyway, yeah, so there's Soul-ium here, there, there's Soul-ium right here. So yeah, it's very common. You should have no problem finding it. I went on a little adventure. Not to find it because, you know, I found plenty, but I was searching. I found a pretty big vein of soul stone over here. I mined it out, and as you can see, there's a lot of Soul-ium to be collected. Now, before I actually harvest this, I am going to see if I can add looting to my pick here from Silent Tools. As I've mentioned before, Silent Tools feels like it's either inspired by or a remake of Tinker's Construct. And Tinker's Construct, there was a way to add lapis to your tools to give them either looting or fortune. So I'm going to see if I can't add lapis to this so I can have looting on it, or well, fortune on it, and then get more than just one soul dust, one Soul-ium dust per Soul-ium ore. I could have probably checked the book. That might have been a good idea also. Oh, it's a blueprint book. Should probably make that so I can store my prints. The salvager. Better stats based on the catalysts. Metal alloyer. Custom alloys. Starlight enchanter for enchanting. Okay, so does that mean I can't do something like just find lapis, put this in here, and with lapis? No, it does not look like. I might have to dig into the enchanting bit of this a bit more. Get to this catalyst to see if I can't enchant. And this requires crimson steel and... Okay, you can craft it. I was gonna say, I didn't see a way to craft it, and I missed this recipe right here. Blaze rods, magma cream, and 4 crimson iron to make 1 crimson steel. And we're gonna need 4 of those. Alright, so I'm gonna go collect more Soul-ium. Should probably bring my pick with me. That might be a good idea. You know, in case I actually want to gather anything. Might as well dump all this off. And let's dive back in, collect some more Soul-ium, collect some crimson iron. And then we'll see about... Well, I should probably go collect some blaze rods too. And some magma creams. You know what? I got a bit of stuff to collect. What are you doing over here? I'm starting to think there's a bit of a bug doing some of these mystical agriculture crafts in the refined storage crafting grid. Because I just made myself a Prudentium furnace. And it gave me back the Inferium furnace that I was upgrading. So I have an extra furnace now. Anyway, this is crafting up some more crimson iron. Toss that in there. We have plenty of Soul-ium dust. So now to make these Soul-ium ingots, we need prosperity ingots, which are iron wrapped in prosperity shards. We're going to need 3 of them. 4 of them for the soul jars. And we're going to need another 2 for the Soul-ium dagger. So that's 6. Looks like that's it for now. So we're going to want to make up a few of these. I already had 2, so that should be 6. This, that'll get us 6 of the Soul-ium ingots. Soul glass is a piece of glass wrapped in 4 Soul-ium, 4 soul dust. Wait, soul dust as in not Soul-ium. Okay, we need to smelt up some smooth stone. Not smooth stone. Cobbled soul stone. So let's swap those out for now. This will turn into soul stone, which will then turn to smooth soul stone, which will then turn into soul dust. So that's gonna run for a minute. While that's going, let's see. I needed 4 of these. All right. I need a magnet upgrade, a diamond, and a block, and an obsidian. I should have an obsidian. I should have enough diamond to do one of those. And this magnet upgrade. All right, what's the blank upgrade? Okay. Oh, I need all the modium ore. Yep, that's not happening yet. Oh, I need all the modium nugget, which is not happening yet. Okay, so then we cannot make the salvager, which means we cannot continue down the silent tool chain yet. What about this blueprint book? That's not too bad, although I don't know if I have any books. I did collect plenty of the canvas, so I can make books. All right, it's the blueprint book, and now if I look up blueprints, I can just pull all of these out. And toss them in there. There we go. And then I can just store this in here. I can store it in here too. It doesn't matter. All right. So that gets us some of this. Guess I just gotta wait for this to finish up, and then we'll be back. And the Soul-ium jars are done. And as is the Soul-ium dagger. So now I just gotta wait for it to get a bit darker, and then I have to go out and hunt for Endermen. When I kill them, it should start to fill these jars. I'm not 100% sure if it's just one of those, you know, you hit them and it autofills, or what. I'm gonna have to figure that out the hard way. I think I could use a soul extract and put ender pearls in, but that's going to take a lot of ender pearls, which is what we don't have, and the whole reason for needing the Soul-ium dagger to begin with. Now I just need to wait for my food to finish cooking. Let's speed up the process a bit, and then I'll go out and hunt. All right, so I spent the night in the fir forest, and I got 2 endermen. Yeah, as long as you kill them with the dagger while the jar is in your inventory, it will count. Now, I just found this. And as I found it, I got attacked by pillagers. So it appears to be a pillager, facility. There you are. And there's a staircase right here, so let's see what's inside. Gonna clear it first, then open the treasure. Oh, okay. I guess that was it. Some very basic chainmail legs. I'll take the bell, that, and that. And those. Oh, here we go. He's a bit better. Common ink. Smithing templates. And a pearl. Onions. Bailey's bovine rockets. Rocket. We gonna launch a cow to the moon. I mean, bovine, yeah, cow. We gonna launch a cow to the moon. Ooh. That ring is going to be very useful next time I decide to go to the nether. That's not the right slot. Where is it? Here? Yeah. Okay. Grants fire immunity. That means blazes will have no power over me anymore. Oh! It's now Lee. Oh, he's trapped in there. Well, now you're free, buddy. Ooh. Nice bit of food. I don't know where they went. Oh, well. We have to go find a lot more Endermen. Like I said, we've gotten 2 so far. I need 32? 8, 16, 32. Yep. You would think this forest would be good for finding them in the day, but yeah, not finding them either. You'll never guess what I found 2 of while out looking for Endermen. Yeah, waystones. So the entire reason I was out collecting Endermen from the soul jar to make ender pearls so I can make a waystone is now moot. Or should I say, it's moo. Like a cow's opinion, it doesn't matter. So we've got 2 waystones, one here now set up by the house. The other one I'm going to go out to over... I haven't decided if I want to use that mountain or this mountain just yet. You know what? Let's do this one. That way I don't have to actually have to clear this out before I can even use it. So I'll go over there, set up the waystone, and then we can just warp back and forth and ouch, and start actually building a base in the mountain, and I can start moving all my manufacturing over there, and I can move my storage system over there. That's going to be our true base. Our colony is going to stay here. I'm probably going to spend most of the time at the colony still, especially when I'm building it. Also, I gotta come back to defend it because they get attacked a lot, even after changing the timer. Although it's much better now. It used to be I was getting attacked 2 to 3 times in the course of making a single episode. Now it's down to getting attacked about once an episode, which is much more bearable. Oh, and you know, I made a little bridge so I can get across that water easily. Getting up there, that's going to be a little more difficult. Though, there should be the path over here from when I climbed up the mountain towards that flower temple. Yeah, there's the flower temple, and there you can see the blocks I laid. Oh, wait, I can just take the water stream. That should take me most of the way up. Yeah, it's good enough. Oh, and the shoes I had step assist. Yeah, they of course broke, but I picked these up a little while ago, running shoes. And when you sprint, well, you sprint faster, but they also have step assist while sprinting. So walking, it won't walk me all the way up, which is nice because I don't have to worry about accidentally falling while in caves by stepping up and over a ledge that I didn't mean to. But when I'm exploring, yep, just toggle sprint and take off until you stop running, and then you're just running straight into a wall. Well, I guess you're not running anymore, you're walking into a wall. All right, so here's the mountain. Let's go into free cam so we can look at it better. Now in Stargate, the base is inside the mountain, but it's deep in the mountain, right? I'm going to invert that a bit. I think our Stargate's going to be like up here in the top of the mountain, and all of our stuff is going to be under it. That's a lot less to dig out if I'm going up than going down. So I am going to... I have no idea where my character is anymore. There I am. Okay. Going to come over here, and I'm going to make a create door. The block that rotates. I can't remember what it's called. Not the canter carriage. Mechanical bearing. Yeah, I'm gonna make a mechanical bearing so I can have a door that swings open and closed over here. And so this is gonna be our entry level in. And then, yep, we're gonna go up. We're gonna go down a bit too. So if that's the case, I'm gonna put the waystone right over here by the entrance. So, well, when we teleport, we'll be right next to the front. And once the base is actually built, I'll put the waystone in the base instead of outside the base. But we're still a little ways from there. And there we go. Now we can teleport back and forth. And all the hard work I was doing, making these Soul-ium jars and getting the Soul-ium dagger and trying to make the seeds. Yep, we don't need them anymore. Well, I mean, I'm still going to need them eventually. But they are not a priority anymore. So they can go in here. And I need to remember where the others are because I moved them. There we go. I moved them out of my direct inventory because I didn't want to accidentally kill a skeleton or a zombie while fighting the Enderman and have them go into one of those other jars. Now then, I was trying to, get some XP so I can do some enchanting here. I've got a very, very bad enchanting setup set up. So, I'm trying to withdraw XP from the tanks. And I can't. But at least not by clicking on it. But what you can do is you can get a bucket and pull the XP out and then place on the ground. And then by standing in the fluid, it will start consuming your hunger and give you XP in the process. It is kind of a expensive process. But it doesn't use up the fluid, so it's kind of weird. It's not it is infinite, but it's fueled by food. So anyway, it looks like I can actually enchant these tools using the enchanting setup. I'm gonna have to see about what was changed for this enchanting mod. I don't know what the mod is off the top of my head. But you see, there's 3 different categories. They have different effects. So we'll have to look into that more, but we can actually enchant these tools. So I can get fortune on these, which means I got a fortune book in here earlier. Right there. Can I apply that directly to the pickaxe? I can. Okay, no need to worry about it then. Now I've got a fortune 3 diamond paxel, so I can go out and actually gather more resources. That actually, yeah, that makes life a lot easier. Well, I've accomplished what I want to do today. I've also invalidated everything I wanted to do today by finding those waystones. So I think we're done. Nothing like spending all day working on a project to no longer need the project you were working on. We did find some nice new foods though today. Stuffed potato made with baked potato, milk, and some beef, I believe. Actually sounds pretty good. Yeah. But on that note, let's call it a night here. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you've had a wonderful day, and I hope to see you next time. Later.